Hello, everyone. So, today we're going to be talking about beauty standards. Let's get started, shall we? If we look at modern society today, what is considered beauty? They're all rooted in social concepts and the general accepted norms, and they are generally accepted as normal. So, that one singular way in which society deems beautiful or attractive is seen as normal. You know what that means? You know how many different types of people there are, different kinds of beauty, different types of hairstyles, different kinds of skin, different types of eye color, different types of shapes and sizes. Yet there is one type that is deemed normal, and that we're all striving for. To me, that is actually insanity. Like that makes no sense at all, honestly. We're going to focus in North America specifically because every country and culture differs in beauty standards. I mean, sometimes they overlap. Maybe another day we can do a different culture. We know that in general, society see that the ideal for a woman specifically, then having plump lips, big bottom, big breasts, healthy hair, healthy skin, thin yet toned. Yeah, that's how it feels like. Never ending. Um, and they all contradict each other in some way. Like, how are you supposed to have a body like that? Man, it's this concept of Barbie, essentially. There's this perfect figure.
Had to hack her. We cannot be having this type of news out there. Oh. Oh. Hey! You're not another one, are you?
Another what?
Feminist.
Feminist? What's that?
You don't know them? Those aliens or whatever.
Alien?
Yeah. And some other folks. They're trying to brainwash people. Don't let them.
Trying to brainwash me? For what?
Beauty.
Beauty?
Mm-hmm.
What about it?
Do you want me to teach you?
Oh, yes, please. Yes, please. I don't want to be brainwashed.
Of course, my darling. Of course.
Thank you. So, what can you teach me?
Let's start with Barbies.
Barbie?
You know, that is the right way to be. To look.
But I don't really
One
look
of our
like
best.
her. I mean,
yes, you see, she got the perfect proportion. Bright skin, clear skin. She's got the thin arms, slender body, long legs. I mean, you're very, 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 very far from the beauty standard, but it's okay. We will fix you right up. There's no hair like
wait, why? Will it cause problems? Will it cause pain?
It will actually cause you some pain to take it off, but
then why would I take it off?
Because you know.
No, I don't know. Hello? Yes? According to the data.
No,
Sorry,
my
what
name
was
is
your name again?
Database. Oh, I'm all about that base. Very important, very important.
Database?
About to bring some facts to
Oh,
y'all. You ready?
Yes.
Excuse me. Who are you?
I told you database.
So database. What you got?
Okay, let's start with race. Race and beauty standards are closely intertwined. Brown and black bodies naturally state or are seen as untamed or unruly, while these standards centers around white femininity and purity. One of my friends from NPR, called Beauty on the Eyes of the Colonizer, explains in more detail how white or fair skin is the peak of beauty. This connects to the history of European colonization, historical and present-day racism, and sexism that continues to perpetuate a cycle of racialized beauty norms that undervalue minority groups. It comes to show how cultural upbringing and regional location has the ability to dictate what we find beautiful. We see how racialized beauty norms motivate the use of chemical hair straighteners and skin lighteners linked to poor health. These skin bleaching creams, however, is a result of colorism, the idea that even with a race, lighter skin is better. But these products also contain carcinogens and levels of mercury that can be damaging for one's health, both in causing neurotoxicity and kidney damage. The disproportionate burden of toxic chemicals from beauty products among women of color is also an environmental injustice of beauty, since systems of oppression influence Eurocentric beauty norms and racialized beauty practices, all of which can have long-term consequences on the health and well-being of marginalized populations. I mean, just to show the difference, black women spend about 9 times more on beauty hair care than white women. Furthermore, racial beauty standards have resulted in significant negative consequences, including diminished self-esteem, self-loathing, and mental health challenges among marginalized populations.
Boring. Why are you shedding bad light on society? I mean, it makes it seem like this is their fault. I personally would not like any burden of that sort.
But isn't that database's exact point? That we shift the burden away from the people who are just trying to live in their beautiful bodies? And wait, isn't your name Society? Doesn't that mean...
See, this is the point. This is what I'm talking about. Getting brainwashed. Don't listen anymore.
Wait, what?
No, listen, I'm not done. Focus. Weight before was considered beautiful because it was seen as a positive correlation to fertility. But now it's changed to an almost attachment of fear. This idea of Barbies, for instance, Barbie dolls have been manufactured with highly exaggerated thin proportions that are quite unattainable for real human bodies. Studies have shown that if a Barbie was a real woman, her measurements would not support her basic bodily functions. In turn, shows that society is reinforcing this idea of thin ideals that are really harmful for our health. Barbie shapes also the children's perceptions of beauty from a young age. The fat representation throughout media internalizes fat phobia and can harm one's self-esteem.
I think I'm starting to understand. There's that saying of beauty in the eye of the beholder. Except the beholders are distorting the ways in which beauty is formulated in the eyes of the plenty. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Also, can I talk about body hair real quick? In society, it's considered a man's beauty feature. On average, women spend around $877 per year on products for hair removal. Not only is this mentally draining, but it's also very expensive.
I do not have that money. Society, do you?
Please stop now. This is hurting my head. I can't do it anymore.
It really is. I feel like we should learn more. Shouldn't we?
More?
Don't listen to society. Focus on me. I have one more thing to say, okay? Social media. How we use the infatuation of beauty and how it affects our society is also a big thing today. There exists a notable correlation also with kids that receive their first phone, usually around the age of 12 or 13, and the onset of body dysmorphia disorder. There's also a rise of platforms like Instagram and TikTok standardizes beauty as well, allowing for a wide range of body types to gain visibility. Social media is married to standards of beauty. which unfortunately distorts our expectations of what is considered beautiful, which often is attached to forms of discrimination and biases. Even systems of white supremacy and capitalism, for instance, plays a part because companies start to exploit beauty standards to profit off the insecurities of others. Now please look at the news.
Okay.
I'm gonna try getting some interviews and seeing how other people are affected by comparison in social media. Let's see. So, what do you think of social media and how it affects our self-esteem and our ways of comparing ourselves with others?
Yeah, I think that's the dangerous part of it. If you fall into that little trap of playing the comparison game. There was a good quote that says like comparison is the thief of joy. So I think honestly just kind of like appreciating your own process I think is the best way to kind of deal with it. And it is just the highlights that are people posting. They're not posting everything. So I think just kind of understanding that and it's the bigger picture. Yeah, you just gotta be careful with it.
Benny,
Jenny, nice to meet you. I'm Manny.
what do you think of the effects of social media in terms of comparing yourself with other people?
I think it kind of, like, you're almost forced to see your life, like, in comparison to everyone. You watch everyone having all these, like, fun times, and they're having, like, such a blast, but in reality, it's not really like that. I'm 28, 27, and I don't even use Instagram anymore because it makes me feel bad, and I don't like to feel bad, so I delete it. I give myself, like, that timer for, like, the 5 minutes a day, but otherwise, I don't think it's very healthy. I think we're just constantly online. I think it changes our perception of things, and it's just none of it's real, so that's how I feel.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I feel like with social media, we see that there's constantly like a sort of expectation set on us with what people share online. And I know that this isn't just for like how we look for ourselves, it's also for things that we partake in that also affect our self-esteem. So like let's say you follow somebody who does the same interests that you do, and you see that their work is better than yours, then it definitely affects you because then you feel that, oh, their work is better than mine. So I feel like for me, it doesn't only affect with looks, although looks are also another major part of how self-esteem is affected by social media, because you see people who pose, they take all these like nice pictures of themselves, and I feel like for a lot of people that immediately like brings the thought of, wow, what am I compared to that? So I feel like with social media, it definitely like brings up those thoughts of where it's like you start comparing yourself or things that you do to this person and how they seem like their lives are so amazing, and you don't feel that yours is as amazing to theirs.
Thank you so much.
No problem. My name is Christian. Nice to meet you.
I work with kids in a middle school. I'm a counselor. I think that it can be really detrimental to certain kids. I think that it's not really, we don't have enough information to let our young ones use it in the way that they do. But I think that there's some people on there that on social media that create these really awesome platforms for kids and for people in general. But I think that in the long run we're already seeing some major impacts, like the comparison. I think that in general, when kids are in those preteen, teen, adolescent years, you're already comparing yourself to others, and it's not comparing to things that aren't even real.
Yes, that's so true.
So we're comparing to filters and all of this other stuff, and it's an unrealistic expectation that unfortunately a lot of our kids are set up for.
And do you have any advice for those that are comparing themselves with other people?
I think surrounding yourself with people that build you up is number one. And that's like really hard for young kids, I think, to think about, because you're often forced to hang out with the kids your parents want you to hang out with. But finding adults and other kids that build you up and to spread kindness. It's so much easier to be nice to other people than to be mean.
That's so true.
Well, that's new.
Nah, this has been going on for a while.
That was some crazy good insight. Was it a society?
Are you crazy? Do you think this is all true? This is just brainwashing, and if you believe in this, it's because you're being selfish. You know why? It's because you want to feel better about yourself. You're not. You don't have the clear skin. You don't have the slim body. Your hair, unruly. You're that. You're this. You're that. You're this. You're that. You're this. You're that. These are all lies. Look at. Remember I told you at the beginning? Hey you. Hey you. Oh. Hey you. Hey. This is random, but I have a present for you.
What?
Yes, I sent through your email.
A present?
Can you please play it?
Well, why now?
Just do it, will you?
Okay.
I think I'm getting the hang of it. Beauty standards are formulated in a way that leave only a sliver of those allowed to actually embody it. The fact that we strive to embody these beauty standards in the first place reflect what media reveals to us, and how societal pressures leaves tainted scars on our self-esteem, and a reflection of what we value ourselves, especially minority groups where they are deemed the less valued, less beautiful by society. This spills over to other parts of the people's lives and stems from a much larger monster, which are the systemic oppressions that deem who is acceptable in society and who isn't. And somehow, we have to all strive to be acceptable, and somehow the burden is on us to do so. I don't understand. Why?
Beautiful, you're starting to get it. You only really scratch the surface of beauty standards, but you get it a little bit at least. Hey, can you put me on speaker, will ya?
Yes. Oh, what are you doing?
Watch out for society. They'll say and come up with some crazy things that end up affecting everyone, especially minority groups. Keep your heads up, bring a collective, and raise your voices. It won't be easy, but change always starts somewhere.